Alright, so Bluetti reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in doing a product review on one of their portable power stations. So at no cost, they sent me this power station for me to try out and give my honest review. Let's crack this box open and see what's inside. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video to find out how you can enter yourself to win a Bluetti EB55 Portable Power Pack. Also, my buddy Jay Simmons sent me this beautiful knife, foldable fillet knife by Catch and Cook, and they also do fish batter and seasoning. Link down below. You can get 10% off using my link. It's a box in a box. Okay, so maybe I should start the unboxing here because this is the official Bluetti box. So what I have today is the Bluetti EB55. This is one of the smaller portable power stations and it's rated for 537 watt hours. Nice little pamphlet folder thing. I'm assuming this is the charging stuff. Some foam bits. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it's a lot smaller than I was expecting. Well, there you got it. Unboxed. I guess we'll look at this first little pamphlet thing here. I'm gonna assume this is just a user manual. Yeah. Okay. Don't need that. Okay, so let's look in the first little box here. I'm assuming this is where all the cables are. So let's have got arrangement of things. Oh, this is MC4 connectors. So this used to connect to a solar panel. And I'm hoping I'll be able to try that out. This is your standard AC plug, 12 volt plug, and then this is the AC charging block. Essentially you can use multiple charging sources at the same time and still be able to use the charger itself. It's a nice feature because if this thing needs to be recharged, you don't have to wait for it to be charged to use it again. Okay, so just looking at the front of the device here, we have a lot going on, a lot of real estate for charging, a lot of outputs and a lot of input. Right off the bat, you get 4 AC output standard household plugs, 4 DC output 5 volt USB, and then a 100 watt USB-C. You have your standard, cigarette lighter output here, and then 2 additional 12 volt 10 amp. There's 2 input blocks here, so you can charge with multiple devices, solar DC MPPT, solar charge controller built in on board to charge this battery, and then a standard input for your AC or your DC to DC charging. On the lid here, I like that it folds away nice and flat, and the handle simply just folds out like that. And then on the lid here, I see that there's a wireless charging output of 15 watts. So if you wanted to charge your phone wirelessly, you can. So I'm just gonna spin the unit around here. I see that there's a fan grill here on the side, and an additional one on this side as well. And on the back here, it looks like we have some kind of light bar. Yeah, that works. Oh, there's a couple different modes. There's multiple power outlets, very clearly labeled to what output or input you're trying to turn on here. Right now everything is off, so if I wanted to turn AC on, all I have to do is press the button and there it is on. Now you can see right out of the box, my battery's at 60%. Before I go out camping, I have to make sure to charge this thing. While this thing's charging, I might as well list off some specs. So the typical capacity for this device is 537 watt hours. The rated power for the inverter is 700 watts with a 1400 watt peak. So the battery itself is a lithium iron phosphate battery, so a Life PO4 battery, which is the most stable kind of battery available on the market. The weight of this puppy is 16.5 pounds. Not the lightest thing. You're not going canoe backcountry camping with it, but to have this in the car with you is like, it's perfect. The unit itself is roughly 8 inches tall, 8 inches wide, and 11 inches long. So as a combined value for charging input, Bluetti device supports up to 400 watts. It is rated for 200 watts solar and then an additional 200 watts, a different kind of charging source. So right now I'm getting 200 watts from my AC charging, and then I could also get another 200 watt from my solar panels, for example. So that concludes unboxing portion of this video. I went ahead and read the user manual so that you don't have to. Now let's get outside and put this thing to use. So we're just out camping. Got the Bluetti going, running in the fridge, and it's been going for about 2 hours now. So we're down a bar here, 20%, and everything inside the cooler is nice and cool. Currently got the Set Power USA TC65 fridge plugged in. I didn't leave it run overnight. See, we're at 80%. That's from a few hours yesterday, having it in the car on the drive here. So I just rerouted my 180 watt solar panel by Bouge RV from the trailer. I diverted it down to the Bluetti just to see power it'll give. Right now, it's not super sunny and we're not in direct sunlight. We're kind of in the middle of a bush here, but we're getting 4 watts of power put back in. So more just interesting to see that it's actually giving power to the unit. So we're making Starbucks eggs?
Yes.
Nice. Plug it in. Plug it into the AC outlet. Bam. Ooh, 400 watts output. And now we wait. Let's see if the Bluetti EB55 can cook us some Starbucks egg bites. Look at they're like golden brown.
Yeah.
Ooh, beautiful. So it's basically on a day 2. Bluetti's still got 40%. Still running in the cooler. I know you can't see much, but yeah, very impressive, this little Bluetti. I left this on, plugged in all night. You know, granted it was a little bit cooler at night, but this thing is still going. 20%, it is telling me low battery, but this thing lasted all freaking night. Okay, so I have the EB55 portable power station here, and I've completely drained it. So I'm gonna plug it in and see how long it takes to charge. I noticed that right away the power supply has a fan that's quite loud. That's just something to note if you have this in, let's say, your sleeping quarters or your trailer with you and you're trying to charge it with the 120 volt power supply. It does have a fan that emits a noise, and I can imagine that might be a little annoying. And you can see there it is getting 180 watts input. It's rated for 200, so now it's going up 193, 194. I'm getting around the spec range of input power to charge the unit. Again, let's just see how long it takes. So it's been about an hour now, and the Bluetti is already at 40% and is now getting the full 200 watts of input power. So you can see the input wattage is dropping, and I believe the unit is getting to its full capacity charged. Yep. There you go. The light turned green on the power supply. So it is within specs. Online it says it takes 3 hours to do a full recharge, and that's exactly what it took. It's been just over 3 hours. I charged it from 100% dead to full capacity. Within the first hour, it charged from 0 to 40. Within 2 hours, it charged from 0 to 80, and then the remaining hour was from 80 to 100. This unit is now fully charged, and that concludes the recharging portion of this review. Alright, so yeah, that's the Bluetti EB55 portable power station. Something I've never owned before is, you know, a big hunky portable power station. I do have my own off-grid solar setup on my trailer, my custom trailer that I built, and so this thing is cool to have because it's like its own portable all-in-one unit. I had a lot of fun putting this thing to use and trying it out. I brought it out for a few weekends, and it seems to really perform to its specifications that you find online. And so I have no doubt that Bluetti is putting out the same quality product for their lower tier and higher tier products. Make sure to check them out. I'm definitely not done using this thing. I'll probably use it, you know, a year or so and do another update follow-up video. But my first impressions putting this thing to use, I was able to use it on a couple weekend camping trips, and that thing ran the 12 volt cooler all weekend, no problem. And I was even able to divert my solar power from my trailer to the Bluetti just to give it some, you know, top up. And I have no doubt that if portable solar with the Bluetti, you could run a cooler like that indefinitely. I like that it's lightweight, it's small, it's not loud. So would I buy one of these units for myself? Totally. The thing with these portable power stations is that, yeah, you could probably build something more robust and better quality for the same price, but then you're also having to A, invest in some specialized tools to put this thing together, and B, some technical knowledge and time. And not everyone has the time and technical knowledge to, you know, size wiring, size circuits and fuses, and then buy these separate products like a MPPT solar charge controller, a battery monitor, the battery itself, the outputs and the inputs, and then having to wire all that. You have to wire based on the current that you're expecting. So there's a lot of complicated things that are involved in building your own system. So when it comes to just kind of getting something off the shelf, something they can use for, you know, your weekend adventures, this product is built just for that. So have no problem recommending the Bluetti EB55. Well, thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. If you have watched through it, I appreciate it. And if you just skipped to the end, again, thanks for stopping by. So Bluetti is going to be doing a giveaway for this exact unit, an EB55 portable power station. So the way I'm going to be running this giveaway is that I'm going to be picking a comment at random, 1 entry per person, and I want you to comment what you would be using your Bluetti EB55 for. The giveaway is going to run from September 16th to the 30th, and I'll be announcing the winner on October 1st. Make sure that if you are entering, you have your notifications set on so that I can get a hold of you and get your shipping address. So yeah, make sure to comment down below what you would use this EB55 portable power pack by Bluetti. Thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned. Oh, and good luck everyone.